It's Tuesday, February the 2nd in 2021, and we are looking at the Psalms of Ascent, Psalms 120 through 134, which we think may be psalms that were collected together to sing on the journey of pilgrims who lived far away from Jerusalem as they made their way for maybe Passover or one of the solemn feast days that they were required to be in Jerusalem. And in Psalm 120, he was in the Black Sea or in Arabia somewhere. And now in Psalm 122, I was glad when they said to me, "Let us go to the house of the Lord. Our feet have been standing within your gates, O Jerusalem." They've arrived. They've walked into the gates of Jerusalem. They can see the temple on the Mount Zion in front of them. And they're there, and they're filled now with joy. I was glad. Hubert Parry's rendition of this, often sung as an offertory, it's actually my wife Rosemary's all-time favorite offertory, and I will be pressing hard on Dr. Cole when we get back and when the choir is back in one piece again, because it needs a huge choir, I think, to pull this off. I was glad, and it's just a wonderful offertory piece that is often sung in the church. He's home, and the rest of the psalm talks about Jerusalem. Jerusalem built as a city that is bound firmly together. This is not just like our sentiment for our home city, let's say Columbia, South Carolina. People who grew up there, they love the city. They are at home here. They want to live here. They want to die here. It's more than that in this context, because Jerusalem is the city of God. It's the city where God is present. It's the city where the temple is. So there's an extra dimension. I remember when I was a teenager, my father didn't like to be away from home. And my older brother was getting married in London. It involved driving to the nearest town, catching the train from that town to London and attending the wedding. And we were going to make a weekend of it. Well, as soon as the wedding was done, my father looked at me and he said, "Let's go home." We had plans for staying for the weekend. I was sort of disappointed. We took the train. I remember when he was driving up towards our home and getting out of the car, I can still remember, and this is almost 60 years ago, I still remember the sense of joy on his face, and him saying as he got out of the car, "It's good to be home." Well, that's what the psalm is saying in Psalm 122. It's good to be home. Home being in the very presence of God in Jerusalem. Well, have a wonderful day.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, and you want to make sure you get all of our content, not just videos, but podcasts and ministry updates, make sure you download our app. If you think you might have missed a video, click on our YouTube channel. A link should be down below. There you can see all of our videos, and if you want to make sure you don't miss anything in the future, hit subscribe. If you want to be one of the first ones to know when we release a video, hit that little bell icon. And if this video has blessed you, and you can think of someone else that it might help, use that share icon and send it to them. All, of course, for the edification of God's people and the glory of His name. Until next time, God bless.